Chris Brown turned his Saturday night concert into a PG-13 spectacle, a moment that had fans screaming, phones in the air, and social media exploding in real time as clips started circulating within minutes. The energy inside the venue was already electric, before Chris even hit the stage. Fans had been lined up for hours outside the Las Vegas venue for his highly anticipated Breezy Bowl XX tour stop. People traveled from all over the country just to see him, decked out in custom merch, some even holding handmade signs hoping to catch the singer's attention. By the time Chris appeared under the lights, the crowd's anticipation had hit fever pitch, and he delivered exactly the kind of unforgettable, slightly scandalous performance his reputation is built on. In the middle of his set list, when the lights dimmed and the opening notes of his sultry ballad, Take You Down, started playing, everyone in the audience knew something special was about to happen. This wasn't just another song in the lineup. Take You Down is one of Chris's most infamous slow jams, a song that has followed him since the early days of his career and has become a signature moment in his live shows. Fans know it usually comes with a special surprise, and true to form, Chris made sure this performance was one for the books. He turned to the audience, scanning the crowd with a mischievous smile before pointing toward someone sitting a few rows back. Gasps and screams filled the arena when fans realized who it was, none other than R&B star Summer Walker. Security quickly escorted her to the stage, and you could feel the crowd shift from excitement to absolute pandemonium. This wasn't just a random fan. This was a chart-topping singer in her own right, someone who has collaborated with some of the biggest names in the industry, and now she was about to share a moment with Chris Brown in front of thousands. Summer was ushered into a chair that had been placed center stage, bathed in a soft spotlight. Chris circled her like a predator stalking its prey, his every move deliberate and smooth, his voice dipping lower as he sang directly to her. The audience screamed louder with every line, knowing what was coming, but still unable to look away. As the tempo of the song built, Chris kicked things up a notch. He climbed onto the chair, his body inches from hers, grinding in perfect rhythm with the beat, his choreography sharp but intimate. Summer threw her head back laughing, clearly caught between enjoying the moment and being slightly overwhelmed by just how intense it was. At one point she even fanned herself dramatically, a playful gesture that had the entire crowd roaring with approval. It was the perfect balance between steamy and playful. Chris made sure to keep the performance sexy but fun, teasing the audience just as much as he was teasing Summer. It was a moment designed to go viral, and judging by the screams from the crowd and the flood of TikTok videos that popped up within minutes, it absolutely did. Fans online were divided between envy and admiration, some saying Summer was the luckiest girl alive for getting that kind of lap dance from Chris Brown, others joking that they wouldn't have been able to sit still if it were them in that chair. Chris's chemistry with Summer seemed undeniable on stage, and whether it was purely for show or not, he played into it masterfully. As the song reached its final chorus, he leaned in closer and closer until, just as their faces nearly touched, the house lights dimmed completely, leaving the entire arena in suspense. The crowd let out a collective scream, unsure whether Chris actually kissed her or just left it to their imagination. Social media lit up instantly, with fans arguing over whether their lips really met, analyzing slow-motion videos from every possible angle. Some swore they saw the kiss happen, others insisted it was just clever stage lighting and perfectly timed theatrics. Summer, for her part, looked unbothered as she returned to her seat in the audience, laughing and smiling with her friends, clearly taking the whole thing in stride. After the show, she posted a cryptic Instagram story with just a blushing emoji and a fire symbol, sending fans into yet another frenzy. Many began speculating if there might be more to the story. Could this have been just the beginning of a potential collaboration between the two? Or was it purely a tour moment designed to keep fans talking? Interestingly, this isn't the first time Chris has pulled someone high-profile on stage during this exact number. Just last week during his Los Angeles tour stop, he did the same routine with Kayla Nicole, the model and social media personality best known for being Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. That performance had already been making headlines, with Kayla sharing clips of the moment on her own Instagram. Fans had been buzzing about whether it was just a one-off or if Chris was making this a recurring thing on his tour, and now it seems clear that he's turned it into a signature. experience for this tour cycle, there's also a deeper layer here when you think about Chris Brown's career, trajectory, and why these moments hit so hard with his fan base. Chris has always thrived on spectacle. Ever since his breakout days in the mid-2000s, he's been known not just for his voice, but for his electrifying stage presence and unmatched dancing ability. He has a history of turning concerts into full-on experiences, blurring the line between a musical performance and a live theatrical production. This Take You Down moment is a perfect example of how he keeps fans engaged and constantly talking. By bringing Summer Walker, an artist with her own huge following, into the mix, Chris essentially created a crossover event that pulled two fan bases together for one unforgettable viral moment. Fans at the concert described the energy as electric and insane. People said you could feel the bass in your chest, see the sweat on Chris's face as he danced, and hear every single lyric being sung back to him by thousands of voices in unison. The connection between artist and audience was almost tangible. Even those in the nosebleed seats said they felt like they were part of something intimate and special. And then there's the fact that this happened in Las Vegas, a city known for its showmanship and flair for the dramatic. Everything about the night seemed perfectly orchestrated for maximum impact. Vegas is where artists go to put on the kind of shows that people will talk about for years, and Chris lived up to that reputation. The lights, the choreography, the surprise guest, the almost kiss ending. It was all part of a perfectly executed plan to make this night stand out on his tour. People leaving the arena could be heard still buzzing about the performance, some saying it was the best Chris Brown concert they'd ever attended. Others were already planning to buy tickets to other stops on the tour, just to see if he would do it again, and maybe pick another celebrity from the crowd. Social media hashtags related to the concert started trending within the hour, with fans posting videos, memes, and reactions. Twitter, now X, was flooded with posts like Summer Walker living the Almiar dream tonight, and Chris Brown really just risked all our relationships with that performance. Even music blogs and celebrity gossip sites were quick to pick up the story, adding fuel to the speculation that Chris and Summer might collaborate on a track soon. Given their musical styles, both are known for smooth R&B and deeply emotional lyrics, a joint song could easily be a hit. Fans began tagging both artists on social media asking for a collab, saying the chemistry on stage was too good to ignore. But beyond the potential music talk, this moment was a reminder of why Chris Brown remains one of the most talked about performers of his generation. Despite the controversies that have surrounded him over the years, he continues to pull massive crowds and create viral moments that dominate conversations. His ability to blend raw talent, dance, and just the right amount of shock value keeps him relevant in an industry that moves quickly and forgets easily. Summer Walker, too, benefited from the moment. Her name trended for hours after the show, with fans both praising her for going along with the performance and playfully expressing jealousy. Some even joked that she had won the lottery by being chosen for that number. It sparked conversations about how female celebrities handle moments like this on stage, and many applauded Summer for being such a good sport and not taking herself too seriously.